What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Barm, and today we are hitting the VGC Series 2 ranked ladder with this MABOSSTIFF Perish Trap team. Before we begin, if you wouldn't mind liking, commenting, subscribing, I sure would appreciate it. We're sharing fun rental codes all the time. I have not used MABOSSTIFF yet in Scarlet and Violet, and I actually haven't used Perish Trap either, despite already using both Screamtail and Gothitelle. So I'm very excited to bring this team to you today. I really hope we get to use some MABOSSTIFF stuff. And if you want to share rental teams with other people and get like reviews on your rental teams and see how other people like to use them and stuff like that, go to the Berm Firm Discord. Link to that in the description below as well. You'll also find a Pokepaste for the team, the rental code, obviously, that's on screen right now too, and a full team breakdown with all the stats and spreads written out so that you can see exactly what I did with certain things, so that you can make little changes yourself if you want to build the team in your own game. How this team works is we'll start the team breakdown, skip ahead in the using the time codes in the description if you don't want to watch this. But basically, we wanted to use MABOSSTIFF, right? And MABOSSTIFF has a couple of really great abilities. One of them is Intimidate. One of them is a new ability called Guard Dog that basically means that he gets an attack boost when he's intimidated, but that's basically like a little bit worse than Defiant. It's actually a lot worse than Defiant. And then he has Stakeout, which is an ability that hasn't really shown up since Sun and Moon, I believe. It's the ability that Gumshoes gets. What it does is it doubles the move's base power if you're using the move on a Pokemon that switched in on that turn. When you go and choose that ability, like I did, I wanted to see if we could do some damage with Stakeout MABOSSTIFF. I thought, what's the way that you force other people to switch out so that you're getting to use this strategy as much as possible? And the way that you do that is by bringing Perish Song. So obviously you can trap people in with Shadow Tag and use Perish Song so that your opponent can't switch out and they die to Perish Song. However, if you just click Perish Song and MABOSSTIFF's in the field, your opponent's gonna want to be switching out, and you'll have a much easier time guessing A, that they're gonna switch out, and B, which ones they're gonna switch out based on their Perish count. You also have Jaw Lock on MABOSSTIFF, so even if you guess wrong and they don't switch out, they're stuck and they can't switch out. So that is a nice little synergy that also can happen. I'm realizing that I'm completely covering MABOSSTIFF right now as I talk about this team. Other things about the team is basically you got Volt Switch on Rotom, you got U-Turn on Dragapult, you got Intimidate and Eject Pack with Overheat on the Arcanine, which is such a fun strategy that I've seen like little things. Like I just recently saw that in Knoxville, somebody was running Close Combat Palafin, and that was basically making sure that Palafin was able to switch it out, make it work easier once your stats dropped. Same idea here, right, with Overheat Arcanine. Also, remember that Rotom and Arcanine are incredibly specially bulky. So they have calm natures with max special defense, max HP. Gothitelle is also sassy with max special defense, max HP. And MABOSSTIFF is adamant with max attack and max HP. Screamtail and Dragapult are both max speed. And another really fun interaction is that you can actually Phantom Force outspeed your own Screamtail, go for Perish Song, and then that doesn't hit Dragapult while it's in the other dimension. You see all the Terra types. They're basically all to try and counter whatever is super effective against the Pokemon, with the exception of MABOSSTIFF, who is there to deal big stab dark damage. So if you can get that Terra, if you got the black glasses and you can get that Stakeout with the Jaw Lock, you will be crushing stuff, because MABOSSTIFF is no slouch in the attack department. That's the idea. That's the team. If you're excited to use it for yourself, I sure do hope you leave a comment down below, like and subscribe, share the video with your friends. I'd appreciate that. Help the channel grow. And without any further ado, let's hop into some battles here, shall we? PH Mazencio. Mazencio? Don't know CO anyway. We have Indeedee, Armarouge. You can't just split them up in the team order and think I'm not going to notice, okay? I see the Trick Room possibilities here. So I might want to be able to... Well, you know what? I'm not really scared. I would kind of love if they went for Trick Room, to be honest with you. That doesn't scare me too much at all. And I actually do like MABOSSTIFF a lot in this game because of the potential expanding force tomfoolery we may see. I don't feel like I need Gothitelle in this game, honestly. Like, I think I might just go with the Perish Trap, but might do it with the intention of just running with MABOSSTIFF in the front. Or I could bring MABOSSTIFF in behind a Dragapult or something. Like, yeah, I can go Dragapult and Screamtail with MABOSSTIFF in the back to switch into an Expanding Force if that is their lead. It shouldn't be based on my team makeup, but it, you know, people are stupid. And do I just want the Arcanine in the back? Or the Rotom? I think I want the Arcanine. I think either one of them could be really good. Like, that's kind of the cool thing about Arcanine and Rotom. You pick the one that has the better type matchup, and if there isn't a bad type matchup there, it's obvious, like, you kind of run into a situation where it's like, well, they both, like, you can't really pick wrong. One of them has Intimidate, and the other one has Will-O-Wisp, and they're both specially bulky, so they're both fun for different reasons. They're going to kick off with this situation. Quark Drive activates, and it is speed. I'm kind of cool with letting them drop me to my Sash, to be honest, if that's what they want to do. And I may just Phantom Force into the Armor Rouge slot. Although, if I do that, they could just get Indeedee in here. And that'll be pretty obvious, right? They also are probably going to U-turn off that stupid Armor Rouge, aren't they? U-turn into the Psychic Terrain. Oh, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. But they're not going to kill me with that, to be honest. So I U-turn off the Armor Rouge, in fact. And I just Light Screen. They choose not to do that. They choose not to do the very thing that I was just saying. They could just do it on the next turn if they want. We're going to U-turn off of Armor Rouge. Activate their weak armor for them, dropping their defense, at the very least. And I think I'm okay to go MABOSSTIFF here. I'm a little concerned with what the Armor Rouge is going to do here. They're going to Dark Pulse into my MABOSSTIFF, so we're chilling. Screamtail went for Light Screen last, though, on that turn. Because of the weak armor. Okay, yeah. I made the Armor Rouge faster than Screamtail. Screamtail's quick, but not that quick. Look at MABOSSTIFF, dude. MABOSSTIFF is such a range of emotions. When you're just using it, like, in the game, it's so, like, unassuming. And then, like, once it's battling, it's, like, intense, dude. I think there's a decent chance that they do the U-turn play here. Right? So I think I might Jaw Lock into, like, off of the Iron Bundle. No, I Jaw Lock into the Armor Rouge. I might not get the play. They're going to Hydro Pump into MABOSSTIFF now. Interesting. And they're going to Armor Cannon into Screamtail. Intriguing. Armor Rouge is dying here. There's no question about it. MABOSSTIFF's going to get a kill. There's the Jaw Lock. Good night. There was no hope there to, you know, lock them in and then not let them retreat. That wasn't the intention. I knew I was going to kill the Armor Rouge if I got the attack off. We do not have Gothitelle in the back. They don't know that, though. And the Flutter Mane is an issue for... Did they not bring any physical attackers? Like, I'm realizing I'm like, oh, I should go for Reflect at some point, but I don't know that I need to. Honestly. Are they going to go for Shadow Ball into Screamtail, or are they going to go for a Moonblast into MABOSSTIFF? It's kind of my question. I think I still just attack here no matter what. So I think I'm going to Wild Charge into the bundle. And we're going to go Arcanine here. Because we do have... They're not going to go for Hydro Pump into Screamtail. I feel pretty confident about that. I think Arcanine's going to take a Shadow Ball here. But it's specially bulky, and it's behind a light screen. They're just going to U-turn off a MABOSSTIFF. Hold on. I should have Jaw-locked that spot. Dang. And here comes Indeedee. Okay, I'm going to kill myself with Wild Charge here, unfortunately. But they didn't bring a single physical attacker, which means Light Screen's all we need. Very interesting. Indeedee's also not going to have the... Oh, they just went for D-Gleam, so we're not going to get the Wild Charge. That's okay. Look how little that did to Arcanine. It's resisted, so not incredibly surprising, I suppose, but... I go Screamtail here, and I Terra Normal. Because they're going to want to Shadow Ball Screamtail. So I can do this, get another Perish Song off, and just go for a Snarl. I want to kill the Indeedee. Really, because that's what's really stopping my Dragapult from being able to help me out here. And I don't mind, honestly, that I'm slow, because if Arcanine's always going slower than the Flutter Mane and the bundle, it'll always use Overheat last, meaning it'll get me that Eject Pack switch last. There's the Shadow Ball. It's literally why you might run normal Terra. It's why I'm running normal Terra, is because of Flutter Manes thinking they can do something. There's the Snarl. And what did Indeedee do? Tell me it set Trick Room. I don't know why it would, but tell me it did. Just a D-Gleam. Okay. Doing very, very little damage. Okay. I mean, that's going to screw, like, the D-Gleam off the Indeedee. I feel like they're still going to get Dragapult. Well, maybe. 66 HP is better than, like, 10 HP, I guess. Okay. There's 3 counts. They can both switch out right now. Will they? Like, it might be my only way of switching into Dragapult is right now. You know? So let's play off the Flutter Mane, and let's overheat into the Indeedee slot. They do switch out the Indeedee. That's great. This will be neutral damage. Not a ton of damage because I'm not offensively invested, but it's going to get my... it's guaranteed to get my Dragapult in for free here, which is fantastic. Play rough doing not insignificant damage there. Oh my god, and that did so much damage to bundle. That's fantastic stuff. You love it. And there's the eject pack, working fantastically. Well done, Arcanine. They lost their booster energy. So Dragapult should be faster than the bundle now. Ooh, am I getting that wrong? I think Dragapult naturally outspeeds bundle. I think. We're counting down from 2 now, people. Let's play rough there. I think they have to switch Flutter Mane out into Indeedee here for fear of a ghost move. And I'm just going to U-turn off a bundle. I have to outspeed, though, and I'm not looking it up. I'm pretty sure Dragapult, max speed Dragapult outspeeds bundle. It's got to, right? Like, what are we talking about here? I know that thing's good, but it's better. Is it faster than Dragapult? Thank you. I think another reason that Perish Trap has been so devastating is because... They're probably just going to go for another Dazzling Gleam here, to be honest. Has been so devastating is because it completely washes booster energy. Your opponent doesn't get to take advantage of booster energy really at all because they're forced to switch out. So it's kind of the way I see it. Screamtail's Perish Song fell to 1 there. That's good stuff. We love to see that. No matter what, I just let Screamtail go down here, though. I don't actually do anything. I play rough into the Indeedee slot, right? yeah, I play her off into the Indeedee slot, and I think I just protect with Arcanine, just so I can't get hit by a Shadow Ball or something from the Flutter main. And they're just going to cancel the battle. Fantastic. So I loved that we got MABOSSTIFF in there. I loved that we got MABOSSTIFF a kill, even if it didn't end up being that it was using the stakeout. But what I really love about that was the eject pack came in so clutch. And I explained it at the time, right? I'd said, as long as the Indeedee doesn't get to attack, I can overheat after the Flutter main attacks, getting Dragapult in for free with the eject pack. And then Dragapult on the next turn is the fastest thing on the field, which is why we were able to take out the bundle there. Really happy with how that little tech worked. Good game to my opponent. Oh, Trick Room. Trick Room, Trick Room, Trick Room. I could reverse Trick Room. It's kind of my only hope of stopping their Trick Room. I do have a lot of stuff that resists Eruption as well, which is helpful. Yeah. Yeah. Do I feel an extreme need? An extreme need. To bring Gothitelle to this game. I do think it's really good. And I really want to bring Perish Trap because some of these bulky mons, I'm like, I just don't want to have to deal with you in any real kind of way. I think I lead to Arcanine and Screamtail. Actually, I don't bring Arcanine. I lead Rotom and Screamtail. I bring Gothitelle in the back, and I bring it with MABOSSTIFF. I think MABOSSTIFF does have some stuff it can do in this game. Just got to be careful about the... got to be careful about the Iron Hands. If I wasn't recording a YouTube video in which MABOSSTIFF will be on the thumbnail, I might not bring MABOSSTIFF to this game. I might be, you know, in a tournament situation. I might be sitting here being like, MABOSSTIFF's not the play. But let's see. The Intimidate is honestly why I didn't want to bring... Oh, what's his name? Old Arcanine. And if they are really dead set on going for the Trick Room here, I'm kind of going to let them do it right now, and we'll just Will-O-Wisp their King Gambit. Even though we're specially defensive, I think Rotom will still outspeed their King Gambit, because I don't think they are speed invested either, and the Iron Head into the Screamtail, which they might be doing right now, just might not hit. They're going to Terra something. A little scary. They're going to Terra you into grass, scared of a Hydro Pump. Sure, it wasn't even in my options, to be honest with you. I completely not even thought about that. I hope they don't have Brick Break on their King Gambit. It's a possibility. They just go for a cold Expanding Force into Rotom. They didn't go for the Trick Room, which means that I get my Light Screen now. And it was just the Iron Head, so they're already burned. We already have the Reflect up, so that did so little to Screamtail. Y'all know I love Screamtail's bulk. We can just go for the Light Screen now. And I can Volt Switch off of something to get in. What's the way that I beat the... Yeah, I beat the Armarouge with MABOSSTIFF now, and MABOSSTIFF actually loves to come in here. So let's Volt Switch off of King Gambit. They're never going to click Armor Cannon or anything into the Rotom slot. If anything, they'll go for another Expanding Force just to get a little bit more chip. Oh, they're going to Sucker Punch Rotom. Interesting. MABOSSTIFF likes this matchup, though. Because they went for Sucker Punch there, it makes me think that they don't have the Brick Break, which is great. And because the Armor Rouge isn't really doing anything, I'm going to pick that as the slot that I try to... And they're dropping their stats right now. That's going to be my slot that I now try to jaw lock into. Part of me is like, I got my screens up. Maybe I can even get a little cheeky and go for the Terra, because I haven't used that yet, and I kind of really, really want to. I might regret it, but we got the burn of the King Gambit, which is the only reason I would maybe steal Terra with Gothitelle. So I'm going to go for it. Let's try it, man. I feel like I've earned this. We're going to Perish Song any poor soul who wants to come in after this. Let's go for it. Let's jaw lock. Armor Rouge, you're mine. Or whoever comes in. Ideally, somebody else is switching in here. But they dropped their defenses already, so it's quite possible that MABOSSTIFF either kills Armor Rouge here or kills whoever comes in. I would love for this to be the Gastrodon right now, because that thing never goes down in one hit. They just Sucker Punch, so they're not switching out. That's okay. There's the Perish Song. So they're going to want to switch out now. They tried to Sucker Punch my, it's weird, my Screamtail. Oh, we didn't pick up the KO. We were so close, though. And there's Armor Cannon into poor old MABOSSTIFF. I'm just going to take it like a champ, actually. Armor Rouge can't switch out now, which actually means that I switch my play here. Everybody's falling in the Perish count. MABOSSTIFF also can't switch out, though, is the problem. So I think I play rough the Armor Rouge, and I maybe jaw lock into the King Gambit slot. I know it's not very effective, but King Gambit's the one Pokemon that might switch out here. I got to assume they're just going to let their King Gambit go down. And we need to hit the play rough in the Armor Rouge, because that'll still happen before Armor Rouge gets to attack again. Jaw lock is locking in the Armor Rouge right now, technically, though. I guess an alternate turn I could have done here is switch out the Screamtail. There's the King Gambit. Here we go. We're going to get this. We're going to get the Stakeout Jaw Lock. Unless the Play Rough doesn't hit. And it's going to be the Iron Hands, which won't kill. We got the Play Rough. That's insane. That's great. Let's see it. Come on, MABOSSTIFF. What you got for me? Stakeout. That's pretty solid damage considering it's not very effective into an Iron Hands, which is usually max HP. I'm not crazy mad about that. Because I jaw locked, now the Iron Hands can't switch out though. Or rather, I can't switch out again. I think Screamtail probably just gets protected here. Or gets faked out. And I don't think I want to let Screamtail go down. Although it has done so much for me. Huh. You know, I think I actually need to bring in Gothitelle here and protect one turn with MABOSSTIFF. It's going to drop MABOSSTIFF's Perish counter to 1. But if they want a Perish Song now, I'm in control. I doubt they will. They did fake out that slot. And probably just like a Dazzling Gleam. Yeah. So now what I can do is I can fake out the Screamtail slot. I don't know that Screamtail, honestly, is guaranteed to carry... protect. So I think we're going to do that. Sometimes it does, you know, because it is Perish Trap possible. But for me, I'm always like trying to run, Reflect and Light Screen, and I want to get sure I could easily have Protect. Trick Room sometimes. I assume this one is Trick Room. They let me get it, so I'm not mad about getting this damage off into Screamtail before MABOSSTIFF goes down. That's some good damage. I'm not mad about that. And they just Drain Punch my MABOSSTIFF to take it out before Perish Song does. I'm cool with it. I'm alright with that. Screamtail flinched and couldn't move. I think this has to be my Screamtail now. I gotta go for Perish Song. I don't know that these two Pokemon can really do anything to me. And I don't want to set Trick Room. Part of me is like I could switch into Rotom. Yeah, I have the screen still up. I could switch into Rotom, pop my Berry probably. I don't know that they can do enough damage to Gothitelle. While I go for Perish Song, it gives them one chance to switch out on this next turn, but then I just Volt Switch into the Gothitelle, and they can't switch out both of them. This is a little, I feel like I've made some mistakes in the Perish Song department on this one. They do Wild Charge into Rotom. Don't kill it because of the Reflect. Thank you. Take some recoil damage, which I'm not mad about. And they go for the Trick Room. Okay. I'm actually kind of fine with that. Because now Gothitelle can just flip in, switch around. Yeah. Part of me is like, do I just protect with Rotom? Since they're likely to go for another Wild Charge. Or actually, I still have one more turn to Reflect, right? Yeah, so I don't do that at all. I definitely Volt Switch out here. Off of the Screamtail. And I go for the Play Rough into their Iron Hands, if Screamtail's able to live. They're going to switch out their Iron Hands. They really don't want it dying. I totally get that. But that just helps my Rotom live another turn. We're going to hope that this... We're going to hope to God that this... that this Play Rough doesn't drop the attack stack, because then they'll get a boost. That'll sort of counterbalance the... the burn. It didn't. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is great. That was the last turn of Reflect. Things are looking much better for me all of a sudden. Because that means that I can now fake out the King Gambit, go for the Reflect, get that up for the Iron Hands in the back. Gives Rotom a prayer of being able to Hydro Pump that thing. And I think I don't know exactly... we might not be in the right timing to get a light screen up before my Screamtail would die. I don't want my Screamtail to die. Oh, interesting. The Encore there. And it moved before me. That's very interesting. So I couldn't get the Reflect up there. Okay. Well, I have no incentive to stay in now if I'm Encored into Protect. So this is kind of cool with me. Light screen wears off. All I do now is I just protect with Gothitelle, and I so easily switch into the Rotom. Because of my special defense bulk, there's kind of no way that their Screamtail with a Dazzling Gleam can kill... Now that I've seen the 4 moves, right? It's... Well, no, I've seen Dazzling Gleam, I've seen Encore, I've seen... Trick Room. And there's a 4th move. Maybe it's Perish Song? I don't know. Or it's Protect, and they just didn't use it on that turn. But now we get Rotom in. There's no way that they take out my Rotom here. They can't Encore me into Protect because the Screamtail's going to be gone next turn. They're going to get a Kowtow Cleave off into the Rotom, but Rotom's going to live that. Wow, that did so much damage. Now I'll die, though, to the Dazzling Gleam. That was a great play for my opponent. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, that's a little spooky. I don't know how I feel about that. This end game is going to be pretty intense, in fact. They can fake someone out here, obviously. I need to get Reflect up. That's feeling like pretty important to me at the moment. And they haven't, no, they did. They Terra'd? Did they Terra? They Terra'd the Armorage. Yeah. Okay. There is one more turn of Trick Rooms. They either have to take advantage of that or fake out here. But I also need to take advantage of it. So I think I just foul play into the King Gambit slot. And I got to try to set the Reflect. I have to try to. I can't Protect, so I'm going to get the foul play, which will at least take out the Gambit before the Gambit's able to get like a Iron Head in there or something. And it is just the Wild Charge. But they did it into the wrong Pokemon. They did it into the wrong Pokemon 100%. They didn't know I had a Citrus. They could have assumed I have a Citrus. I will definitely live another Wild Charge unless it's a crit because of this Reflect. And now I also have Play Rough. Okay, this is good things. These are good things now happening. I double in on this turn, and then we might have to start doing some annoying. I'm not gonna try and. Yeah, I can't Perish Stall. I don't think. Let's get an attack drop here now. I'd be cool with that. Nope. An EQ. Oh, I didn't expect them to have that. There's the foul play there. Okay. I think I Protect Gothitelle here and go for a Play Rough. No. I still double. I think I can get him. I'm hitting my Play Roughs, which is... Oh, yes, Screamtail. Dude, I switched off a Dazzling Gleam into a physical Play Rough set at the last second before making this team because I thought getting attack drops and having a little bit more damage output is better than getting spread coverage on this team because you're trying to lower their stats to prolong the Perish Trap possibilities. But that is what literally saved us there. I'm so happy with that. I'm really glad that we're sort of up and then down and then up. That was a lot. That game is very, very good. Good game to my opponent. Good game. I sound like I'm from my hometown. Good game. We're up against Kit, and we're also up against Dozo here. Not the end of the world. The biggest thing with Dozo to remember is that you can Will-O-Wisp with the Rotom. So Rotom immediately becomes a lock. Gotta bring Rotom here. Dozo also gets trapped pretty easily. And typically, Dozo likes to switch in. So that's another thing that's kind of interesting with the MABOSSTIFF play, potentially. They also get locked in, right? So they, having Shadow Tag doesn't even necessarily benefit me. I think my play is going to be... Dragapult and MABOSSTIFF. No. Dragapult and Screamtail with MABOSSTIFF and Rotom in the back. I might regret not bringing Arcanine, but because they have the Dozo, Tatsugiri, combo, Arcanine just didn't feel right, even if it would have been nice for the Gholdengo. So we're just gonna have to rock out here. My answer to Gholdengo is like Dragapult and MABOSSTIFF, right? I have to be okay with that being enough. I can protect Dragapult for a turn. I'm kind of interested to see what they do. And I think I have to Terra normal to resist the Make It Rain here. But I think I go for a Reflect, not a Light Screen. Because I'll outspeed their Pokemon, but then Mousehold should outspeed Gholdengo. So I think I Reflect first. But Screens is absolutely the play here. Perish Trapping really does nothing, or Perish Songing does nothing for me here. We're not trapping anything. This is a little spooky. I'm a little scared, because if anybody's going for if the Mousehold's going for Population Bomb, they're going for it into Jigglypuff. They're just gonna follow me because they were scared of the Ghost move. That makes total sense to me. We're gonna set the Reflect, look like idiots for a second, but we should live this, and then Light Screen goes up next turn because we did see that the Scream Tail went first before Gholdengo. That is. And now that that's the case, like they're at -1 now too. So I think I can just U-turn off of the Mousehold, and now I go for the Light Screen. Gholdengo's going to switch out. That makes sense to me. Give me the Dozo. No, it's the Iron Hands. Okay. There's the U-turn. They're going to Pop Bomb, but they're going to Pop Bomb into Jigglypuff. We're going to save MABOSSTIFF. Light Screen goes up next. They didn't bring either Dozo or Tatsugiri. Are they going to kill Scream Chill here? Yeah, they are. It's annoying, but I did get the screens up, and it was I feel like I burned my Terra, but I did need it to live that initial Make It Rain, I think. Say Las V. MABOSSTIFF could Wild Charge into the hands. Or sorry, Play Rough into the hands, rather. I don't hate that idea. Let's do that. I think maybe I Protect for the first turn, because I can Will-O-Wisp the hands first. And just Protect with MABOSSTIFF to see what they do. MABOSSTIFF getting ugly. The little guy looks ferocious when he wants to. There's a Pop Bomb into my Rotom. I do think I'll live this. Mousehold does go first. I'll definitely live this because of the Pinch Berry. Yeah. Let's just land this Willow. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. I'm less inclined to go for the Play Rough now into the Iron Hand slot. I think Rotom now. I don't want it to die to another Pop Bomb, so I can't Volt Switch. I think I have to switch into Dragapult to take that there. And for that reason, I think I also then Jaw Lock into the Mousehold. If I go for the Play Rough, I could do that, but then they're just going to Drain Punch the health back. So that would kind of be a moot point. I'd rather get the damage and the potential kill on this Mousehold here. They're going to Terra the hands? The mouse into what? Ghost? Hello? That's fine. Should be. They're going to pop bomb into my ghost. Why'd they go ghost? Thanks. Bye. Does someone want to explain that one to me? Did they think I had fake out? We take that drain punch really well because of the HP investment and the burn, baby. What did they think was going to happen there? That's so interesting. Bundle comes out now. Is it the speed boost? No, it's nothing. Okay. That's good. I can now... I think I protect a turn with Dragapult, and I go for a wild charge into the bundle. Oh, I can't... I could do that. I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. That's my play. Assuming they're going to Icy Wind here. Oh, that's not great. That's not great. Good play. Good play, opponent. But they did... Okay, my Protect was also a pretty good play. Nobody doing anything on this turn, I guess. Besides taking a little burn chip. Not bad. And wasting a turn of my screens, which are quickly disappearing. But Light Screen went up second, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. Oh, Reflect also helped with that Drain Punch, by the way. I Phantom Force into the bundle slot now, for sure. And I Wild Charge into that bundle slot as well, I think. Again. I could Jaw Lock to make sure that it can't switch out, and then I kill it. But I'd kind of be cool with it switching out as the thing. Goodbye. Just in case they want to go for an Ice Punch again. There's the Icy Wind. That's going to hit MABOSSTIFF. No, it's not. That's great. Wild Charge into that slot. We know that it's the... We know that it is the Gholdengo in the back, so they're not going to want to switch out their bundle here. I mean, they could try if they want, but we still have one more turn of Reflect too. 2 more turns. Great. That's good stuff. And we still have my Focus Sash intact. So now I can play rough into the Iron Hands. Now my HP is not giving them as much as as they need. MABOSSTIFF's days are numbered, but that's okay with me. I'm thrilled with the Pokemon I have in the back, too. Rotom, I think, helps out a lot with Gholdengo. Well, does it help out a lot with Gholdengo, or... That did actually nothing. Wait, I'm actually kind of shocked by how little that did. Interesting. I definitely just... Phantom Force into the Gholdengo slot. I have one more turn of Light Screen, so part of me is like... No, I could just... I play rough into the Iron Hands. Yeah, I could Protect, but protecting just wastes my own turns of screens at this point, I think. And we actually outspeed the Gholdengo. Oh, MABOSSTIFF, you absolute legend. Yeah. Yeah. Shadow Ball into MABOSSTIFF. This isn't even going to kill. Oh, what a legend. What a legend. Let's go. Oh, MABOSSTIFF, you absolute monster. I'm so happy right now. Final kill. Going to our boy. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, extra sandwiches tonight. Extra sandwiches. Arvin's cooking. Let's go. Fantastic. Couldn't be happier with that one. Good game to my opponent. Hey, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you want to use this MABOSSTIFF Perish Trap team for yourself, rental code's right there. PokePaste is in the description. Full team breakdown is down there as well. I sort of forced MABOSSTIFF, I think, into every game today, and it really worked out for us. What I want to say, though, is that this team works incredibly well without MABOSSTIFF. Like, you bring Rotom and Arcanine and Screamtail and Gothitelle, and nothing's killing anything. Like that is like a defensive powerhouse. Dragapult is really, really great, obviously. We didn't even do the Phantom Force and Trick Room thing, or sorry, the Phantom Force and Perish Song thing that you can also do with this team, turn 1, to really mess with your opponent, but was very, very happy with how just everybody performed. I think everybody came to at least one game, right? So that was great. That was great. This team feels really good. And even though for the video today I forced MABOSSTIFF, don't feel the pressure to bring him to every game. Bring him to surprise your opponent, but he's not the best thing to bring every time. So I'm stressing that because I think that this team featuring MABOSSTIFF has real strong potential to go far. But don't think that it's because MABOSSTIFF is the star of the team that does everything. It certainly is not. It is a really nice team player on this team that in certain games, like that last one, turns out to be the MVP. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. If you wouldn't mind liking, commenting, subscribing, I'd appreciate that. We're sharing fun rental teams all the time. Join the Berm Firm Discord using the description below as well. And until next time, my name is Berm. See you later.